Look what I've got for you today. This is the Kodak Ektra smartphone. Now, I found this on eBay and they're going between $100 and $140. That's not with shipping coming here, so that was from the US. I was actually looking at getting a Windows phone for various reasons, and I came across this, and I liked the look of it, so I bought it, and I really like it. Okay, I think it is really very decent. I mean, there are some caveats, but and I'll get into that in a minute. But I like the look of it. It looks pretty unusual. So just with the spec, I will tell you that this is 5-inch Full HD. It has a Helio X20, which is deca-core processor, clocked at 1.4, 3 GB of RAM, 32 GB ROM. It has NFC, 4G LTE, single SIM only. We'll take an SD card. It says up to 128 GB. I think maybe even 256. Main camera is 21 GB and sorry, MP, and the front camera is 13. So of course this is Kodak branded, but I read online that it's actually was designed and built by the Bullet Company or something it's called. These were the people who designed these cat phones, you know, the cat as in caterpillar, kind of tough, rough phones that look quite nice, but they're very sturdy. Same people, they were the ones that designed this. So what do you get for that, for your money? Well, you get a rather unusual looking phone, I think. I think it looks pretty cool. It's let me turn the volume down on that a wee bit loud. It's not skinny by any means. It's a bit of a lump, but it's not too heavy. It's got this kind of metal. I'm not sure if it's what kind of metal it is around the here around the sides, etc. And it's got this kind of leather effect, and as you can see here, it's got this kind of bump. Of course, this is for when you're holding using the camera. That's what it's meant to be. I'm not sure that I like this shape of it, and I like the look of it. Actually, here is where the speaker is housed, headphone jack, and USB-C. Now, the shape of it, actually, it's not that comfortable to hold, to be honest with you. You need to find your own way to hold it because of the camera, as you can see here, and it is shoots in 4K, and it's 6-axis OIS. And I think the camera's pretty good, and of course this is what it's been sold on. You can see the Kodak heritage, and it's got a few Kodak apps for the camera, and I think the camera's pretty good. Of course, look, it's all subjective to certain people. I read some reviews that they said that they thought the camera wasn't all that good, but I've taken video with it. I thought it was excellent, the video, and the shooting just some pictures, I thought it was pretty decent. So it's got a dedicated camera button here, and sorry, here. No, that's the power button. So this is a dedicated camera button. This is the power button, and this is the volume rockers here. So people were saying that it wasn't that good a camera. I disagree. I think it's pretty decent. Okay, and if you can get it at that price, it's a very, very good phone, and it's really unusual. Okay, that's what I like about it. Now, as I said, it's pretty. You just have to work out how to hold it to keep it kind of comfortable with yourself. But you know, I think it's. I just like it. So 5-inch screen, full HD, and of course, people were complaining about the big bezels around the edges, making it kind of like seem like a phone. This phone came out in 2017, so people thinking it's saying made it look old. SIM card tray slot here. Okay, well the bezels are big, no getting away from it, but I don't mind it. You know, I think the screen is pretty decent. Now I've got it on, if I can remember, I got it on just over half brightness, and I think the screen is really pretty decent. So I'm not going to complain about that again for the price and what you get. I think it is very decent. The let me just check here while I'm at it. It's Android. Let's just see here. I think it's Android 6 if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check for you. Where's the settings? Here they are. About phone, and yeah. So there you go. Android Marshmallow. Of course that's almost two. It was not almost. It is two operating systems behind now, but that's fine. I don't mind. I find with that Deca-Core with the MTK Deca-Core processor, the phone is very fast. I didn't notice any issues at all with it, and I just finished doing the new Antutu, which is pretty rigorous, and it got a score of 90. Can you see there? 96,887. So a very decent score, and the all the specifications here are 64-bit ARM Cortex A53. Everything is confirmed. It is true. Whatever they say is the specification, everything is confirmed with it. So, you know, not like some of these recent phones that I've been looking at, where you really are they talking correctly about the specification, or are they lying? So no, everything here is pretty decent. You know, looking at videos again, I have found no problems, and you will read kind of mixed reviews. So let me just go to my channel and I'll play yesterday's review with the volume up. So specs are 8-inch full HD IPS. It's an Intel Atom processor. Not bad. And this with the sound is coming out. So this you know, it's for all of them it is pretty decent. As I said, it does have some Kodak specific camera apps, and I will just open for you to show you the here. So you've really got quite a good, you can have quite a lot of control here from manual. You can do a lot of manual settings, HDR, or portrait, landscape, video, and you can tweak these settings even further within the menu. Now, the only thing which was a bit of an annoyance to me anyway, was that you can't, pressing the back button, you can't get out of here. You always have to, on the camera app, you need to press the X here. So let's just see here how that looks there. Oh, who's that there? So I mean, that's pretty much zoomed in on some guy. Looks like, I don't know who he is. Maybe it's me, I don't know. That is I think the camera's pretty good. Okay, so, and I liked the video for it as well. I have some music on here, and I was listening to it with my Sony's. Unfortunately, my Sony and my Sony XZ Premium are gone, as it was time to look for a new phone. So that will be coming soon, and I will certainly review it and let you see what I have replaced my Sony XZ Premium with. So anyway, but before I sold it, I tried the Bluetooth on here, and I think the sound was pretty good. So nobody can complain about it. I tried my RHAs with the old ones that I have and the headphone jack, and it's fine. I just tweaked with the to make it a bit more, take away the bass a bit, and the sound I thought was pretty decent. So it has a dual LED flash, I believe. You're not really going to, everything with regards to the Android here, you're not going to be disappointed with. I feel that everything is working fluidly. There is no, I didn't notice any delay. It does come with some bloatware, but it's like Office Suite. It's not that bad if people, can use this. There was, let me see, there was another couple of apps as well. This File Commander and AV Antivirus, I think it was, and a couple of other ones, but you can get rid of them easily. So, actually some of these here is because of the launcher that I'm using. The stock launcher I didn't like, so I changed it. But of course, that's people have their own preferences to what one they want. I've just been trying a couple of different launchers just to for a change. The change is as good as the rest, as they say. So what else can I tell you about it? Well, look, I'm not going to keep rabbiting on about it. I've basically said everything that is important about this phone, and it's if you can pick it up for that price, I really do think you've got a very good and unusual phone. That if you're really into your photography, then I think you've got a really good phone camera. And they always say about the best camera in the world is the camera that you have with you at the time you want to take a photo. And if you're going to use this as your daily driver phone, then I think that you would be pretty happy about it. The call quality, just as, because I keep forgetting. Oh, I wanted to talk about the battery, because I think the battery, I'm just checking here so my voice might disappear. The battery is a 3000 mAh battery. I found the battery pretty decent, and I found the call quality really pretty good on this. So from the phone perspective, I think it's pretty decent. NFC is excellent. It's a shame about wireless charging, but I mean that could be a bit difficult because of the way of the camera bump and stuff like that. But it has everything that a mid-level to high-end phone would have. The screen I just think is pretty. It is very good. So there was one other thing I wanted to say. What was it? It's gone out of my mind. It might come back to me. So yeah, I mean, the design I really like. A lot of people are divided about it. It could be a bit thinner, maybe, or maybe this could be a bit thicker, because people were saying although it's designed to hold it. If you can see the way I'm holding it here, it's not that comfortable, to be honest with you. You can't really get a good grip, so you tend to be holding it more just like a normal camera. Your phone, when you're using the camera, it's really just, I think it just makes it look good. Of course, it sits kind of unevenly on the whatever on the surfaces. Now, I suppose one could look online and find some kind of cover for it. I didn't look, because this is actually the last day I will have this phone. It's going today. But you'd be able to find a cover for this phone, I'm sure of it. When it first went on sale, it was, I think it was retailing around $450. Excuse me while I have a sip of my coffee. So yeah, I mean, $450, now you can get it between, say, $100, $140. And I believe that it was, in America, it was on AT&T. I think one of the networks anyway. So you could look online, you might get yourself a real bargain. And excuse me, I'm just trying to make sure that I've covered everything for you before I go. Now, I used this Vimadi app. Let me share my experience with Vimadi. Is for video editing, and it's the version I'm using is free, and I'm not using it for my videos here, but I'm using it for doing small videos my kids now, and I really like it. So it's Vimadi, Vimady, I'm not getting anything from promoting them, so I'm just telling you I'm using it. I think it is pretty decent. Of course, the Google Photos app is really, you really, don't leave home don't leave home without it, as they say. Uh, Install it because it is a really good app. And yeah, that's it. I just was happy to have this. I just, I don't care what the brand of the phone is. It can be a great brand, it can be very expensive, it can be cheap. If the phone looks a bit different, I just like it. I just think it looks cool. So, yep, that's my humble opinion. Anybody got any questions? Whatever, I will do my best to answer them in a timely fashion. And I'm happy that I have over 500 and something subscribers. I'm really honoured that people would be bothered to come back and listen to me haver on about pieces of technology. So everybody who's subscribed to my channel, I'm deeply honoured. So thank you. And so that's it. Yeah, that's the Kodak. Let me show you here. Kodak Ektra camera. Thank you and bye.